Have you guys seen that picture of that 9-year-old with just stacks of undies just flaunting it around? Or how about that rapper that was trying to shoot a music video in front of another guy's car?
These really having a photo shoot with my car. They doing a music video? They is doing a music video.
Have you ever wondered what causes people to fake these kinds of things? To fake owning these things? And it's not just the common people that go around faking these kinds of things. There's big names and celebrities that actually pull the same stunts. Like how 50 Cent once faked owning a Ferrari. I heard he's bankrupt now, but I'm sure at one point he had quite a bit of money. So why do people like to fake owning these high-end things when the average millionaire don't even own it? Just in case anybody's curious, the most common car that the millionaire owns is actually a Ford F-150. In second place is actually the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and third is a Honda Pilot. So yeah, not Ferraris, Lambos, or even Mercedes, just very typical standard cars. So again, why do people act like they can afford these things when they probably can't? The answer is simple. It's simply to flex on people. Hey there, my name is Lance and welcome to my channel, Work Hard to Be Lazy. And today we're going to be talking about why flex culture is just stupid as f. So what does it mean to flex on someone? For those of you that don't know, it usually just means boasting, gloating, or just faking it by exaggerating the truth a bit. In other words, just showing off, usually with the subsequent result of making others feel inadequate. In this age of constant technological advances, it's so easy to connect with people simply by putting something on the net for others to see, which is an amazing aspect in itself because it's greatly increased sociability within such a short amount of time. If you have a message you want to get across, it's so easy to just put it out there and be heard. If you're good at something and want to provide it as a service, monetization has never been easier. With the exponential growth of millionaires year after year, it's becoming more and more common to see people living that luxurious lifestyle. Did you know that America actually added 675,000 new millionaires in 2019? That brings the total to 18.6 million people, and that's just in the United States alone. Can you imagine that? 18.6 million millionaires. Wow, that is a lot of millionaires. Wish I was one of them. And before anybody thinks this is just a rant video of how there's something wrong with the rich living the nice life, it's not. I would say the majority of them are smart, worked hard, and yes, probably have a little bit of luck as well. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of your labor. However, because it's so easy to post the picture of your new $100,000 car or a clip of you chillaxing beachside on that expensive vacation, the mass population is becoming more exposed to that type of lifestyle. As of 2020, the median net worth of a household that's under 35 is actually less than $14,000. And that is household, not individuals. And households between 35 and 44 have a median net worth of just over $91,000. And just to put that into perspective, the median home price for 2020 was $265,000. That means that the typical millennial household has the same net worth as a used car. And the typical Gen X household barely has a third of the equity in their house. So why do you see so many people, especially middle-aged and young adults, just living it up like they have money to blow? It's because social media tends to highlight those type of things. Social media, especially Instagram, which is a visually focused platform, tends to skew people's idea of what the norm is. These glances into people's lives are usually just a highlight reel of their best moments, often even a staged reality. That girl that drops $100 every other week to get her nails did is working part-time for $12 an hour. Or that guy that struts around with the Gucci belt and wallet rocking Yeezys, but he's cashing you out when you go to the grocery store. Or how Dave is posing in front of his brand new sports car, even though you know he practically lives paycheck to paycheck because you guys work the same job. Like, I just don't understand, like, why flex so hard? You know why? It's because they see other people do it. They think, if this person can do it, I should be able to do it as well. The more often they see it, the more common they think it is. The more common something becomes, the more average it becomes. And most people aren't content being average, much less below average. You see, we want others to be envious of us. It makes us feel good. I know it sure does for me. It just comes from the natural psychology of wanting to feel accepted. Oddly enough, when we act like we're better, we get treated better. The saying, if you have it, flaunt it, is fine and all, but the problem lies when one can't afford it, yet still tries to flaunt it. But you'll never see the struggle because we only share what we want others to see to make them think about us in a positive light. People wouldn't have to worry about making so much money if they didn't throw so much of it away trying to show off or keep up with the trends. It's not necessary to upgrade to the latest phone every year because it runs a quarter second faster. Or upgrade your 5-year-old car because it doesn't run as smooth as it did when you first bought it. Or drop $50 on a dinner date for 2 every time you go out. Seriously, you don't have to, but the media sure makes you think you do. Look, I don't have anything against people living the good life and enjoying the finer things in life. I actually wish that everyone was able to live that good life. But the reality is, not everybody can. Not everyone can afford those type of luxuries with their current financial situation. And there's nothing wrong with that. What's truly wrong is that we're expected to have those nice things, or else we get looked down upon when we don't have them. We need to stave off this culture of flexing and glorifying materialistic status symbols. Instead, we need to advocate financial accountability and stop pushing media-warped financial expectations on others. We can all idolize people who are further ahead of us because it will give us a goal to work towards. However, we should also be sympathetic to those who aren't as prosperous because we all want the same thing at the end of the day, and that is to live the best life that we can. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. I guess it did turn into a little bit of a rant. Regardless, it's just something I wanted to get across. And I hope that one day society will be okay with the average person just enjoying the simpler things in life and not having to break their back to try to impress people on social media. I guess that's it. Cool, okay, bye.